everyone, it's me, Cheryl. I hope you're all okay. Gosh, I feel like I've been away for ages, and it's only been a couple of weeks, but I think I mentioned last video my youngest son and I were starting to clear a lot of old fencing rubbish, which was left in our front garden, and we are still doing that because it's huge amounts of wood and the metal as in corrugated sheeting on some of it. There was only 3 sheets, but they needed cutting in half to get in the car. There was wire fencing which needed to be snipped to go in the car just to make it more manageable. And we're embarking on destroying old rotten wooden fencing just to get it in the car. So we're getting there. It's just taking its time, and there's only so many days during the week that I can actually do it, and that's when CJ's either at college and I'm not at work, and when he's at the day centre. There's a fly. Where'd it go? So it's taking its time, and gosh, did I ache the first few days. Using muscles I've forgotten I'd had, that kind of thing. But we're getting there, and we're making progress, and I'm really happy with what we're doing. It took my husband a week to spot that things had gone. And do you know what did it? Do you know what he noticed? He never told us. He actually mentioned it last Tuesday. He said, did somebody steal our rubbish, or did somebody ask permission? Now, the reason why I would say that is because one of our gates is broken, so people could feasibly walk in and out. Not drive in and out, but walk in and out. And he noticed the lawnmower, the dead lawnmower, had moved. Well, it had moved, yeah, so my youngest son and I could get the shower frame to move it. And I said, let's put it back so your dad doesn't see it straight away. And he went, no, no, no. But he didn't say anything when it was moved. But the next day when it had actually gone, because we'd taken it to the tip, it had, that's when he said something. But he knows now. I can't believe it took him a week to notice. So yes, I have been working on projects, but it's been limited. I came to a screeching halt on the socks that started. I did the toes, I did the toe increases, and I just need to do the body of them. Not the body of them, the foot of them. I'm not that far up yet. So I've just done the toes. And I've just stopped at the moment. I think because in the evenings, after being doing that physical work in the garden, I've been so tired. I just haven't picked anything up that requires a bit of concentration, and that does, so it's safe to... I don't even know what I was going to say. And then I started on a new project and thought, oh, sure, what are you doing? You start on a new project rather than working on a whip. And then I thought, oh, hang on a minute, no, that's not right. I am working on the whip. I've just decided to change my tools. It's the same project, different tools. And do you remember the 10-stitch blanket I began on the loom? I had a hard time with that. I haven't even frogged it yet, but I will do. Well, I pulled out another... There's a fly again. I pulled out another skein of that yarn, and I will pull that one out, and began the 10-stitch blanket on knitting needles. And it's coming out alright so far. But I got so far I was thinking, I need some colour. And I did. So the colour I'm using is this red heart. And it's called Coral. So that's going to be the charity blanket. I don't know which charity it's going to go to, but anyway. So here it is. Now I don't know which is the front or which is the back. I can't decide. So that's one side of it so far. Let's put it that way since the needle's there. Yeah, that's alright, isn't it? I need to sew in some ends there. And on the other side, now I've done it the same way as demonstrated by the lady, Very Pink Knits, and I keep wanting to call her Ellen. I have a feeling that's not her name. But anyway, she demonstrated a way to get the V-stitches, but it doesn't look like there's 2 sets of V-stitches on hers. Whereas there seems to be 2 sets of V-stitches on mine. And, well, I suppose it's going to be a feature of the blanket, isn't it? I don't know how that looks from where you are. Turn it around that way. If I point it towards the camera, it might actually help, do you think? So that's that. And yeah, I tend to leave the stitch markers in until I need them. It's because if I if I change rooms, I don't have to carry an extra set of stitch markers to count my rows. I can just pick them up from the other side and just move them along. That's what I'm doing. So that's how I'm organising. But it's good, coming out much better, and I'm much more confident with the corners now and this and picking it up. I'm quite enjoying it. So that's how it's going to be. I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out of that coral. I may just find another colour and chuck it in. So yeah, I'm happy with how that's progressing. And that's all I've been working on, because although I went to the knitting group last week, I actually was working on the starting 10 stitch blanket. Fly again. CJ's finished college now. He finished on his official day of finishing is today, because it's the welcome days. Is it welcome days? Open days? Tomorrow and Friday, but that's not for him, it's for the new intake. But because he doesn't go to the college on Tuesdays and Wednesdays anyway, he's at the day centre. His last day was actually on Monday, which means he goes from next week up until September, he goes to the day centre Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which means potentially on those days my younger son and I can get on with that physical work up there. I tell you what, I'm really enjoying it. I know it's physical, it's hard, and the weather's hot and I'm streaming, you know, I'm dripping with sweat, and I'm just loving the physical. I mean, sometimes I use the saw. If the wood is too long to go in the car, I'll either saw it in half or saw it in 3, depending on the size of the wood. Sometimes if the hammer, I use the hammer to just basically whack panels out of like a framed fence, because it's that old and crumbly and crispy that it just takes a few whacks and it's done. Sometimes I can even actually, I've got gloved hands, I can just pull them off and it just cracks so easily. That's how old it is. I've just been having a whole lot of fun doing that, just destroying this fence. As long as I can get it in the car, on the sheeting, the polythene sheeting, no problem. In fact, I've even done a couple of runs on my own when my younger son actually had to go into college. And I got all this timber in the car, I was all by myself. And I thought, well, if I can get it in the car, I can get it out the car, no worries. It's 2 flies. Anyway, I got to the tip and I got the wood and I put it in the compartments, because they're all compartmentalised for different materials. And when I turned back to go towards the car, there was a member of staff actually getting stuff out the back of the car. He just decided to help me. I thought, oh, that was nice. So we were to-ing and fro like this, and then after a while he called over to one of his other co-workers to help. So them two were doing most of it between them, and I was like dipping in when they were going. I was going in the back of the car, and then towards the end they could see that that's all it was just wood. So they decided between them to pull the sheeting off the back of the seats, because I overlaid it the back between the front seat and the folded back seat. I snuck it between there. So they pulled it down, slid it up the car, walked with the sheeting between them, and just tipped the wood in the skip and giving me sheeting back. But I thought, wow, I didn't even have to really do any of that, because they did it all for me. But, oh, thanks. I was dead quick at the time and I was really happy about that. But I tell you what, just being out there, it's really it's a feel-good factor. So I think I do like 2 blackbirds. No, 3 blackbirds. So I think I really do like physical work, it seems. Yeah, so because CJ's finished college and he's only at the day centre Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it means Thursday and Friday he's at home, and it also means Thursdays I won't be able to go to my knitting group, which is sad, but anyway, I've exchanged details with a couple of the ladies there anyway, and I plan to see one of them on a Tuesday at some point. I'm going to have to get rid of these flies. So that'd be nice to see them. And it doesn't mean to say that I can't nip into the shop anyway just to say hello. I'd have to bring CJ with me, and also I'd have to go in his manual chair, not his power chair, because getting in the power chair in the shop will be impossible, because it's not it's not a level access door. But with his manual chair I can go up like a step one step. So at least I can nip in if need be, you know. Oh, that's what else I've been doing, yeah. I've actually been reading when I've been going to bed and reading at breakfast. And I must have been so thirsty for reading. I finished a book, a novel, in 4 days on my Kindle. It was a novel called Sleep Tight by Rachel Abbott. And what was good about this one, I saw 2 novels in W.H. Smith's that I really liked because I was in town a few weeks ago. And of course I went to Amazon and looked at the Kindle prices. Well, the first one that I saw, Harlan Coben, is it Harlan Coben? It's called 6 Days. And I downloaded samples of both of them and I thought, yeah, I really like them. And that one's $2.99 full price for the full novel. I thought, yeah, that's fine, I'll get that. And the other one, I'm pretty sure it's either $3.50 or $3.99 at the time. But when I read the sample chapters, I thought, yeah, I really like this, I'm into it. I went to go and download it and it was 99p. So I ended up continuing reading that since I was in the process of reading those sample chapters. There was 18 of them. No, was it 8? 8? No, I can't remember. It doesn't matter. They were very short chapters, which was why I was surprised with so many. It's a really good novel. I really enjoyed it, and I was about 20% of the way through it, and I thought, I wonder if this has happened to the character. And it did, but I didn't know how. And of course, then, even though you know how, something else happens, so it's like, ooh. And the one I'm reading about Harlan Coben now, because I finished the other one, that's so exciting. And again, I thought, well, this must have happened, and this is why, but exactly why, I don't know why. It's very evasive, isn't it? I don't want to give any spoilers away if you like to read. Too close to my ear there. If you like to read those novels. So it's building up. I can't remember how far I'm through. 60%? No, a bit more. See, I don't know the page numbers because, well, I can find out, but I'm more on the percentages with the Kindle. So I don't know how that's going to unfold now. Now that my suspicion has basically been confirmed, but how exactly or why exactly, I'm not sure. It's like, ooh, it's really exciting. I've got to find this out. So I'm quenching my thirst for novel reading. So I'm really happy about that. So that's all my news today. So I think I shall leave it here. It's just a short video. So everybody have a good week and enjoy your weekend too. Take care. Bye bye.